With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This pass out wide to Hall. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Jump out.
To throw is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or they're...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was... bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson will throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Middle.
Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Don't worry. 180. Hey.
In motion, Aguilar. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Hall again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Middle.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Henry again on 2nd down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
What ain't it? Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They go play action now. Jackson. To the right side and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. 3rd and 20. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. In motion, Aguilar. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The C's parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now it's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Ready, shot! Sit on!
Again, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Rodgers going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The tackle by Quincy Williams. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and 8.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving up.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
What's that?
From the shotgun, here's Watson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
54!
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. On play action, it's Watson. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 32 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Watson. That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Regular.
Here's Baker to begin with a pass. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And It's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Real. What's that?
They go play action with Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's 2nd and 2.
What's that?
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Alert!
And the Buccaneers, first down.
What's that?
He'll go again here with Irving. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll have more from Tampa after this. Here's 2nd and 9.
What's that?
Mayfield to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
Hey, alert 33. Alert.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down, and it's an incompletion. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. It's 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Alert. Done.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Point it right. What's that?
On play action, Mayfield. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. A throw on the move is caught. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down, and that's exactly what they did.
Watson now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. Right back to Judy. He's got it again. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Cleveland. Again, it's Watson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Browns going to use the 1st of their timeouts here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Watson. Open man, and that's Tillman. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
And he pulled this wide to the right. It's no good. That is a tough miss. So close, but no extra point. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play action. Watson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Fake the handoff. Now Watson going deep downfield for Judy. And he will score. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns are on the board. It's now 13-7. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Regular. Done.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Watson. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide, out of bounds.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. That's caught. Down the field is Tillman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On play action, it's Watson. This throw left is complete with Judy. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Hey, 24.
Throwing is Watson. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Jordan Akins. Touchdown, Browns. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Good. Real. Real. Run. That's hot.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Alert. Set.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll run here. It's Ford. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Set. What's up?
Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
On play action, Mayfield. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Watson going to give it to Chubb. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 31! Reset!
They'll drop to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's to the open man. It's Tillman. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's a Browns 1st down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Watson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Off play action, here's Watson. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And his defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This is going to go out of bounds, but it's a moot point really because it ends up being a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Red! Done!
They go play action with Mayfield. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
24! Reset!
He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.